A 2002 Harley Davidson white. This bike is awesome. Let's take a look at it. This is a test drive video. We're going to take it for a spin. It's dirty. Don't worry about that. I'm going to clean it all up. This is a FLHTCUI Ultra Limited injected. Look at that fuel injection right there. Fires up nice and good. Pops into gear nice and smooth. I like this backrest. Now this bike has 65,000 miles, which is nothing for these Ultras. The type of guy that's riding and buying these Ultras is maintaining this bike. I've sold Ultras with over 100,000 miles, 80,000 miles. They run just as good. You just got to maintain them. And this one feels really tight. Brakes feel good. This bike's got plenty of life in it. I love this backrest. Man, that feels good. It's got a little bit of fading, sun fading on the fairing and on the buttons and on this, but that's all right. It does have the comm system. It does have the CB system. It's like middle of November and I'm still riding bikes. It's amazing. Thank you, sir. My fuel light just came on. That's always a good sign that the fuel light works. Let's see if the radio works.
To make it choke me and I fall off the chair.
It does.
King's white potatoes. Buy one, get one free. Land
sounds good.
2 for $5 and save $4.20.
Radio sounds real good. Let's bang through all the gears. It's got good oil pressure. Voltage looks good. Air temperature looks good. Fuel looks low. This thing got good tires on it. This bike is all there. And this is going to be a really good price point bike. You're probably looking at 65 or less than 6,500 bucks. It's hard to beat a Ultra Limited. It's hard to beat an Ultra for that kind of price. That's a really good deal. This thing rides so smooth, I didn't even know I was going 70 miles an hour. I need to back it down a little bit. I just got done loading up 4 bikes on the with my shipper, and they're getting shipped all over the country. One's going to Alabama, one's going to Minnesota, one's going to Iowa, the one's going to California. I would expect that this Ultra is also going to get shipped someplace out of the state. Most of my bikes go out of state. But even if it does go out of state, if it stays in state, or either way, it was inspected. It does have, I think, brand new PA state inspection on it. So you know it's safe. gonna turn in here in the good old church parking lot. I was gonna go for a little ride, but I'm gonna run low on fuel and I don't want to run out of gas. But this is a really nice riding bike. I love this. I'm loving this bike. I feel like I fall in love with every bike I have. It's got plenty of power. Nothing about this engine or bike or transmission or clutch or anything. The brake, nothing about this bike feels worn at all. I mean, it runs great. It handles good. This bike was made to ride, and that's what the guy did with it. And actually, for an 02, 65,000 miles is not very many miles. It's just a consistent, what, 7,000 miles a year, maybe? That's a normal amount of riding. This thing's got nice tires. Throw the lady friend on the back. She's gonna be nice and comfortable. This is a good bike. This is gonna be a good deal for not when I make these videos. I don't always know what I'm gonna price them out at, but it's gonna be less than 6,500 bucks. 65 or less. Gorgeous day to be riding. You know, it's something interesting about all the Electra glides and all the Ultra Classics that I've ever had. Not one of them leaks oil, which is interesting because they pretty much have the same. They have the same engine as the other bikes. You know what the only difference is? And all these Ultras have more miles than the other bikes. The difference is Ultra guys take better care of their bikes. If there's a leak, they take it to the dealership. They get it fixed. That's the big difference. It's got great throttle response. Clutch feels really tight. Guys, I do 2 videos for every bike. I do a test drive video like this one. I do a walk around video. The test drive video is just to show you how good the bike runs, that it bangs through all the gears, try to get an idea of what it sounds like. I'll kind of compare it with other bikes that I've ridden, and you get to hear my expertise and all that stuff. Any funny noises or anything like the bike sounds like. You get to see that it bangs through the gears, no problem. The walk around video is to show you the condition of the bike, cosmetics, tires. I will pick apart every little tiny flaw on that bike. And for some of these bigger, more expensive bikes, I might spend 10 minutes doing it. Any little, I'll put my fingernail up to any little tiny little nick, chip, whatever it is, because I want you guys to know exactly what you're getting. And because I do that, I have people all over the country buying bikes sight unseen, other than watching the videos, and they all give me great reviews on eBay. I've never had a complaint, and most of them also the same thing. They're like, the bike was better than what you described it as. Because I'm showing them stuff that they may not have seen until they've had the bike for a little while. All right, guys.